Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. We are talking from you from London, England and Pakistan. And I'll introduce my guest in a minute. My name is Lily Nadu Mensah. We're on Tea with Lily, and today we're going to be talking about writing in the AI age. Because AI has become part of our lives and it has been for a long time, we seem to forget that there are other aspects of our lives that it touches. So I'm your host, Lily Nada Mensah, and I'm a brand strategist by day and an event host by night. And more recently, I've become an AI enthusiast because I just love the subject of tech and all that. And we have a fabulous show. We're going to talk. We have a human ghost. We have a human ghost writer here. That's what I call her. And she's going to be talking about the power of untold stories, how ghostwriting can elevate your brand. And my guest today is Zainab Tahir, and she's very, very late in the day for her. It's nearly 10 o'clock. I'm so sorry. So I'm grateful that you've joined to give us your expertise around writing and storytelling. And so welcome, Zainab. What are you drinking?
Thank you so much. I am absolutely perished because it's so hot in here and I just have my iced water with me.
Okay. Yes, I heard in the news that that part of the region is very, very hot, over 40
Oh
degrees at the
yes.
moment.
We're having heat waves every second, third day, so it's pretty hot these days.
Mm. Yes, please drink up. So, what else is in the news today? Well, from the UK perspective, um, this time last week or whenever I did my last LinkedIn live, there was nothing about elections, but we have our elections in less than 6 weeks, which is the
Hmm.
4th of July. This in 6 weeks' time, we may have a, a new prime minister or an old prime minister, but then there will be an election and someone will be chosen. So good luck to everybody. And we've talked about the
So
heat wave as well. Now, what's
yeah,
new in
I
the AI?
I was reading just before this event and I came across news that AI has helped restore the patient's bilingual abilities for
Okay.
patients who get stroke, paralysis, who lose their ability to talk or become mute due to any disease or any circumstances. So the scientists, they have come across and they have managed to translate the patient's thought patterns into text. How amazing is
Ah,
that?
oh, that,
So,
yeah.
this is a technological advancement that has been life changing. I'm 100% sure for people who, first of all, love to talk, and second, they need to convey whatever their needs are, day to
Mm,
day on day to day basis. So it is a huge, I think, advancement in AI.
mm. Yes, I mean, personally, I feel that if AI, that technology is definitely going to help a lot of people and a lot of families who have patients or family members who've had stroke. And personally, it will be great for me to know more about it. So please share that whether with us online, on LinkedIn, or any of the other platforms. So
I will.
now, for everybody else watching or who'll be watching on repeat, let us know where you're listening from, watching from, and everything. Basically, tell us where you're calling from or watching from, and the town, just the town will be fine because I probably wouldn't know where it is. But I know there'll be people from Pakistan, there'll be people from Australia, and there'll be people from definitely from Africa and people from America. So we've covered like 4 continents already. So I'm good.
Oh, that's amazing. This is
Amazing.
this is the power of LinkedIn,
Yeah.
bringing people together.
That would never have met before because we met on LinkedIn And
Yeah.
now we're best of friends. Well, at least best of friends till the end of this. I hope nothing bad happens, but hopefully we'll
No,
be
no.
able to get through this very quickly. Now, if you need AI tips, this is the place to be. Almost every week, I bring something or some a different slant to it. And with this Tea with Lily, it's a space for informal discussions where we bring a guest speaker like Zainab here, who comes to tell us all the good things that we need to know about a certain topic. And it's very lighthearted. It's like you're chatting to your friend at a nice restaurant or over a cup of tea. So there we are. Now, let's hear about Zainab Tahir. She's a
Tahir.
ghostwriter. Tahir. She's a ghostwriter who geeks out on helping CEOs craft messages that resonate and says that seeing her clients inspire others through their words is what truly fuels her fire. But being a boss lady isn't all spreadsheets. As a single mom, she keeps things fresh by diving headfirst into the latest Gen Z trends with her teenage
You
daughter.
gotta keep up with your teenage people, children.
Yeah, TikTok. You have to
Oh
teach me
yes.
about TikTok. Yeah. And then she says, when it's me time, though, I find my zen in the world of baking. Every delicious creation is a chance to tap into my creativity and find peace one sprinkle at a time. Did you bring any cake today? No, no.
I made
I'd have had
cookies.
I'd have had some of the cake through the screen.
I baked cookies and I had just had one before coming to my room, and I should
Oh,
have brought it.
okay. Oh, never mind. Next time you can put it in a
Yeah,
box and send it to London.
yeah,
Now,
definitely.
all work and no play, and I've rehashed this. All work and no play is no good for any brand. So here we go. She's a bookworm. She binge watches shows. Yeah, that's me too. She's a foodie and loves traveling to exotic destinations where she can sink her toes in sand and soak up a new culture. So you love to travel. Have you been to London?
And oh yes, many times.
Okay, next time you come to London, come and look me out. We'll go and have tea at the Ritz. Okay,
Definitely, definitely.
cool. And then
I'll
I'll
let you
have to
know.
come to Pakistan. Um,
Pakistan, definitely, please do.
I will
But
have
not in summers.
not in
Come
the
in
summer.
winters.
Okay, I'll come much. When is a good time to come?
November or March. March, yeah.
Okay, November or March. That is doable. I might hold you up to that. I might hold you to that.
Definitely.
Now let's kick out some ideas with it. What you know, the importance of strategic storytelling and your brand voice. How can we do that? What's the importance of that?
So let's face it, information overload is real, right? So we're bombarded with content, with right, left, and center. You get to see posts on one similar subject. Like I come across one similar subject in 10 different ways.
Mm,
So, how much more can you read on one subject? So
mm,
that is where storytelling comes in. That makes you stand out. That shows your character, your personality. That people connect with people, right? So
yes.
they get to know who you are through your stories, right?
Hmm.
So stories, I think about the the stories. They capture the attention more, right? So
Mm,
it tugs at your heart and your emotions, and they stick with you
yes,
rather
yes.
than a dry list of facts or a checklist or LinkedIn update this, LinkedIn update that. Try to incorporate stories more. I think that is where it helps you to connect with people in your audience. So
Yes.
on a deeper level, actually.
Yeah, so because people will relate more to the story, so storytelling
Yeah.
is important. Now, why is human expertise crucial to crafting content? Because you're a ghostwriter, and of course, your expertise are important, and you have to have discretion because you write for CEOs, right? So that has to come forward. But how do you do that? How do you get the human element and hear the voice of the person that you're writing for?
Ever since AI came into
Mm-hmm.
being, basically, if you see, you don't need a ghostwriter. You go give a prompt, the AI will generate something or the other for you to put it out on your social media, right? But what happens is that it's too robotic. It doesn't have
Mm,
any feelings, it doesn't have any
yeah.
emotions. That
Mm,
is where I, or people like me, ghostwriters, we come in, and you know we know that algorithm, it rules the online world, but it cannot replace the understanding. So
mm,
we what keeps we what we need to know is about our audience, right? The
mhm,
detail about our audience, and what are their struggling points, what are their pain points, and what keeps them up at night, and
mm.
these where the magic happens, to know what you are talking about, and the your arrow is going right at its spot.
Yeah.
So I think the pro tip for this is to send out a survey or a questionnaire to your existing clients, or your potential clients, or your ICP, to get to know what or what they are getting trouble with, or why aren't they sleeping at night. So I think with that, you will get to know what your content should be based on.
Okay. So, what I'm hearing is that you, as a ghostwriter, you act almost as the Cupid to your CEO's connections, the people that he wants to connect with. You are the Cupid. We've just rebranded you right now, right here and there. You're the Cupid. You're the Cupid that brings, gets to the heart of the people that your CEOs want to connect with. What do you think about
Yeah,
that?
that is a very nice way to put it. I didn't think of it that way. Thank you for increasing my perspective.
Oh, thank you. Hi, Candy. Thanks for joining. You're learning about AI. She says, ready to hear all about AI. Candy, thanks for joining. And the others that have joined in, I still can't see who's joined in from LinkedIn, but I'm sure hopefully LinkedIn will sort itself out, or maybe I've pressed something because last week there were people on LinkedIn that I couldn't see. And it was afterwards I could see that there were more people watching, but then I couldn't see who they were and I couldn't see their comments either. So there we are. I will get back to them. But if you send messages, I should be able to see them at some point. Now, how can ghostwriters help you establish your brand as a thought leader?
Listen, we all have amazing ideas, right? But sometimes life just gets too busy. I don't find
Mm,
enough hours in the day for myself, for my own content. But
mm,
if I talk about a CEO, a person who is taking care of a business, he
mm,
has so much on his mind. He may have a good set bunch of ideas, but he doesn't know how to give life to those ideas,
mm,
right? So that is where I come in, or people like me come. We like the secret weapon, and I help you translate your expertise into engaging content, and you get the thought leadership credit,
mm.
and I write your content.
Yeah,
I'm
so you
I'm the back end, and you are the front end.
so basic, but what I mentioned before, and thank you for explaining that. What I mentioned before was that you you are the Cupid. You're the one that sort of changes things up and makes sure and repurposes it for them. But what if the CEO themselves have no, like you said, they have no time to do all of that, but then they can get their executive assistants to do that for them. Does it still hit the spot, or does your experience finish it for the person that's done the prompts already?
Definitely, I think. um, you see, when I onboard a client, I give him a 45 minutes call, right? I talk to him, I ask questions, I get to know the person, his problems, his expertise, his target audience. I get to know everything about this person, and then I give him the content ideas that I think are well suited for him. And if he likes them, most welcome. I'm always here to help. If not, then it's his choice. He can go to his secretary or anyone else, you know. But
Mm.
if what if what my expertise are, and if I'm delivering that, I don't think an accountant can do my job, or a secretary can do my job.
Mm, mm. I think we've got a question here which says, first of all, how do people connect with AI? I might be able to sort of start that one. Candy, thanks for that question. I mean, we've had AI in our lives for a long time. We've had Alexa. Alexa recognizes our voice and tells us what the weather is and so on. So AI has been around for a while, but there's so many tools that we've had several chats on that already. But perhaps Zainab, we can give Candy a couple of tools, that starter tools that she might be able to use to get her up to speed with AI.
Yeah, so on ChatGPT 4, you get to create your own GPTs where you
Mm,
can feed in the prompts about your tone of voice, about how you talk, about your personality, about you can feed in the your previous work. You know, you can tell the GPT, this is my work, and analyze this work and see what frame of copywriting I have used and what is my tone of voice, and it just comes up with so much information that you don't even know about yourself, and
yeah.
you get to discover yourself as along with the AI. So I think it's really pretty easy. Just make it your friend, talk to it like you would talk to a person, your sister, your friend, and
Mm.
it can be really helpful.
Yeah, Candy, she sent several messages now. How can you use AI free before you can even move further? Chat GPT is free. Even the 4.0 is free, and it's pretty good. I have a preference. I prefer Gemini, but we can still use Chat GPT. So, Candy, I'll put some
You can
some
you can
links
use
in there. Carry on,
You can
Zainab.
use Gemini. You can use Copilot by Microsoft.
Yes.
Copilot acts as a chat GPT-4, and it gives out pretty good, decent answers.
Yes. So Candy will give you some of the free tools, and then if you like, you can upgrade. So that's it. Most of the new Chat GPT are expensive. Oh, I didn't know that. You can get free versions unless you want to upgrade. The free versions, I think, are good enough for the person that wants to start, I believe.
Yeah, yes. ChatGPT 4 is for I think $20 or something, but Gemini, Copilot, they're all free. You
Yeah.
can start with those, and later in life, when you know that you need that more in your work, then I
Mhm.
think you best go and buy the subscription.
Yeah, and I use Perplexity as well, and that is also one that
Yes,
has an
that's a
app on the
great tool.
phone. Yeah, so there's so many different ones as well, but it's good to know the ones that you like. Maybe take a couple, and then use those, and then they get to know your tone of voice. Because if you're moving from one tool to the other all the time, that particular tool will not get to know you in order to know how you want to speak, how you want to be heard, and so forth. So that will be my advice, but I'll leave you to Zainab to have the final word on that. Zainab, okay. We probably have a connection problem here. I'm going to try and play Cupid and send Zainab a chat um, and see whether. Oh, she's come back. Hey, You
I'm
disappeared for
so
a
sorry,
minute.
my internet.
The internet
Yes,
went. I was
my
like,
internet
oh my
just.
God.
I'm
Okay,
so
so I'll
sorry.
let you. That's okay. That's okay. It happens. It happens. That's the beauty of life, right? What you see
Oh,
is what
yes.
you get. What you see is what you get. So, um, I wanted to leave you to have the final word on the free chat GPTs and how to start on that.
I'm sorry, I'm lost. What?
What I think I was speaking and then you fell off the camera, as it were. What I was saying is that she can have all the free ones as a starter, which is
Oh, yes.
Copilot, Perplexity, ChatGPT, Gemini. All of them have
Yes.
free versions, and then she can upgrade to the ones that she wants.
Definitely.
Anything else you
Definitely.
want to add to that?
No, no, you've said it good. And I think that is the best way to start.
Yeah, always start small
Choose
and start
whatever
from.
works for you and then go forward.
Okay. Thank you for that. Now, in terms of speaking and writing, what are the three tips that you'd like to tell us so that we can start using those to help us write better and come across a lot better?
Oh, yes. So I see many posts with, on one brand, there are different voices being used. I've seen many clients, they have trouble articulating their brand voice or message. So
Mm-hmm.
as a ghostwriter, I become their voice detective, and I ask insightful questions or questions that are smart, that help me understand their need and their values and their target audience. So, and I then curate their desired tone and their. So you see, in your brand voice, it has to be consistent, right, all across the
Mm-hmm.
board, so that it shows the authenticity.
Yeah.
So we need to take care. We need to watch out the voice that we speak in throughout
Mm-hmm.
our content.
So decide what your authentic, unique voice is before you even start writing. So
Oh, yes.
I for one, my style of writing, I think AI will be very upset with me because it tends to be very sort of turgid, very straight line. My way of writing is the same way I speak, a bit fluffy and jovial with it. That's why I never got good grades at school because I write
But
as I think.
isn't
Um,
that authenticity? Isn't that who you are? You are what you
yes,
say, what you do. So
yeah,
that is what that matters.
but it
AI
doesn't.
can't catch that.
Yes, yeah, it can't do that. What
Yeah.
I was saying was that in academia, you have to write a certain way. No matter who you are, you have to write a certain, and I've always struggled with that. So now that I think I've said I'm not going to go back to school again, I can't be bothered. I hope I don't have to. Then I won't have that problem of having to write a way so that I can pass the exams. That is tough for somebody who's different. That's a different,
It
the
is.
brain is wired differently.
I still have nightmares of me giving exams, and I just completely forget, and then I wake up in such haste, and it's crazy.
Yeah,
Nightmares.
but we all have to go through it somehow, right?
Oh, yes. Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
But you have to
So
get to a level that you say, I'm not doing anymore. But carry on. We have another
second, yeah, I have a second tip of crafting compelling stories. So dry factual content again can lose the audience interest, right? So we need to weave storytelling magic into our posts beautifully, and it helps clients connect with the readers by incorporating anecdotes, case studies, or relatable examples with which you can make the your audience relate to.
yeah.
And then thirdly, we need to embrace collaboration. So friction
Mm,
occurs where communication isn't clear. So we need to have a clear communication with the client. We need to foster a collaborative spirit, and we need to maintain communication and actively listen to the feedback and revise drafts jointly so that the outcome is successful. So these
mm.
are my 3 tips.
That's amazing. So when you say like fiction and collaboration, I believe that collaboration is the lifeblood of any relationship. Because we cannot, as human beings, we don't live in a vacuum. We need somebody else to help us do something. And so if we, without that spirit of collaboration, and I think I find that AI actually helps. It could even be your collaborative partner
Isn't
in
that what
some
human
way.
nature is?
Sorry?
Isn't that what human nature is? We need
Yes,
people.
we need people. So once you've done your writing, you need to check and make sure that the AI hasn't taken over your voice and made you this robot that is just churning out stuff that nobody really people can tell it's not you. I mean, if you've written it, I have used it to write a lot more recently, but I still take things out because I feel it's not my voice. It's not my warm, playful voice, and nobody will know that I've got a robot to write for me. I'm not doing that. But I'm not doing that.
True.
So your 3 tips are: uncover your voice, craft compelling stories, and embrace collaboration.
Yeah.
Candy asked another question again. Okay, so let me put this collaboration is excellent. So let me um, copy and paste the 3 tips here whilst we're still chatting. Tip number 1, uncover your voice. Tip number 2 is craft compelling messages, compelling stories.
Stories.
Yeah. And tip number 3 is to embrace collaboration. Amazing. Now, Candy was asking whether you help poor people like her. And I think that is, Candy's not poor. She's just saying it. Would Zainab help poor people, right, who have no money? Oh my God. Listen,
So I feel that
um, carry on.
helping out should not have a price, I
Mm,
have helped out people in previously, and in the beginning of my ghostwriting career, I have helped people pro bono, just
mm,
for nothing, and
yeah.
in return I ask for a nice testimonial, because that is what I thrive on. That is what, clients coming onto my profile, they see if I
Mm,
have good testimonials, then yeah, okay, that is where it leads to, right?
mm,
So it's not about helping poor people or what or not, but I can guide her, I can tell her, and if need be, I can work with her. But that also depends on the amount of, or on the type of work that she
mhm.
requires.
Yes, and I think eventually we'll get to some free areas that you can help that you've recommended that people can check you out on LinkedIn, send you messages, and so on and so forth. So again, how can people find you if they want to
I am
work with
on
you?
LinkedIn only right now. So it's just LinkedIn for me. You can DM me and we can connect. We can book a call and we can go from there.
Okay, and we have you have templates as well, don't you?
Oh
So
yes, I have a giveaway for beautiful people on in the chat or on the call, and I have gathered a few templates for you guys to start on with your content creation process for LinkedIn specifically. And these templates are from the amazing LinkedIn creators who
mhm,
have, they've experienced these templates and they've had good engagement and good feedback on these templates. So yes, Lily has shared the link in the chat.
mhm.
You can download this from here and enjoy.
Thank you very much. And is there anything else that you're going to leave us with before you go?
Yes, so I specifically work for LinkedIn only. So I can help optimize LinkedIn profiles for the first 3 people who reach out to me. I will
Okay.
optimize and I will help them actually to optimize their profiles and see where we're lacking, and we can work from there onwards.
Can I enter? Or am I precluded from entering?
Anyone.
Anyone? I'll
First
put
three
my name
people. First 3 people.
First three people. Let me put my name there quickly. Oh gosh. Actually, talking about LinkedIn, I have a little plug here. I'll be running a LinkedIn Live workshop, but it's face-to-face workshop, which is sponsored by my local authority, Bromley, sponsored by Goldsmith University's Bromley Growth Program. So I'll be running one on Tuesday, the 25th of June. I'll put the link in, and if anybody who's in the Bromley area and wants to come locally and have me work with them with my templates and how I do everything, I'll be more than happy to. And it's free, completely free. You just have to say that you live in Bromley and so on and so forth. So I'll leave that both on LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube as well if people want to sign up. And I can tell them all my LinkedIn Live secrets. I might even do a LinkedIn Live secrets online. Will you come to that? Will you come to that, Zainab?
I would. I
Okay,
would.
great. And then, yeah, I think we could do something together on that. Now, I know it's late in the afternoon. No, it's in the evening for you. It's 10:30. You
Oh
need your
yeah.
beauty sleep. Do you know, one of my hard things that I do not, you won't get me to give up my sleep. And Candy will tell you. You want to be amongst the first three, okay? Are you on LinkedIn, sir? You're the second. I think everybody wants your stuff, you know.
I do only for LinkedIn. I'm sorry, guys. I don't
Only
work
for
on
LinkedIn.
Facebook
So you
or
have to,
Instagram.
if you have a LinkedIn profile, go and look for Zainab. Put your name in this chat on LinkedIn, and then we'll try and I'll go and have a look and see who's there, and we'll take it from there. So Zainab, we're nearly at the end. Thank you, Zainab Tahir. Thank you for sharing your expertise around storytelling, ghostwriting, and all the wonderful things that AI can do for us. And this is the season 1, episode 7 on AI. So I've done quite a few on that because I'm also learning in this process, learning so much about what AI can do for us. So thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. And thank you, Zainab, for the time, the time that you've taken to come in. All the leading up to the onboarding process, leading up to this has been a long journey. And I met her on LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is a great place. So thanks,
It
everyone, for
is indeed.
tuning in.
Thank
Thanks,
you so
Zainab.
much, Lily, for having me. It was amazing, and I really truly enjoyed every single minute.
Thank you for coming. I always feel humbled that people say yes to me, so they can come and they can just have a chat and share information that is useful for not
Yes,
just ourselves, but for other people. So
definitely.
definitely that's grateful. And for everybody else, if there's anything that you have any questions on, drop it in the chat, whether on Facebook or LinkedIn, and I can move it across. And then Zainab and I will make sure that you get the information that you need. I will get the Facebook ones, and if it's appropriate, I'll move it across to LinkedIn. But that's what we're going to do. My name is Lily Naja. I'm the quirky host and always here to answer your burning questions. And if there's anything that I can do, you can always ask me. So until next time, do take care of yourselves and may everything that you wish for be the least that you receive. Thank you so much and God bless.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.